gonna start vlogging now.
So I'm just gonna be doing some reading and some journaling. Those are the little things in the morning that makes me happy.
Good morning. It is Sunday and I'm supposed to go on a walk with a friend, but I hear the storm, so it looks like it's not gonna be a walk, which is totally fine. We're just arranging to have breakfast instead, and yeah, we're just gonna just arrange that and see if we'll just catch up for breakfast instead. So I woke up at 7 a.m. I've been in bed since 7 a.m. but I will probably get ready soon, do my morning routine stuff, and yeah, let's kick off this Sunday.
So let's start the day. So just gonna get ready for the day, like, you know, brushing our teeth, skincare, all these things, and then make my bed and then just get ready for the day.
So Catch Up is cancelled. I'm already dressed super cute. I feel super cute. With things like this, when you have plans and then they just don't happen for any reason at all, it's important to have a backup plan. So I knew that my backup plan, if anything were to happen and my catch-up plans for the catch-up didn't go through, I'll just keep on going with the plans that I had later on. It's a good thing because that means that I will get a head start on the things that I want to get done for this Sunday, and then I have more free time at the end, and that's always a really good feeling. Okay, so one of the things that I had planned for today, I have my schedule right here. So I was supposed to have a catch up today, but that didn't go through, so I'm just gonna do everything that I plan to do after it. So I have my blog stuff that I want to get done, and then I'm gonna go do the groceries, which is it's my favorite fun productive thing to do on a Sunday, and then I'm gonna do my weekly reset. So that's sort of the things that I have planned for today, and then it looks like I'm gonna get all these things done early, so I have a lot of free time at the end of the day. So we'll just see what we get done. So it's about 10 past 10 o'clock and I was able to get some things done. I'm still not finished, but I keep putting in the work, it will be done. So usually after every 90 minutes of straight work, I take a 20-minute break. So that's my other tip there. Every 90 minutes of work, take a break. 20 minutes. I'm just going to just lie down on the bed. I promise that I don't do this all the time because it's the weekend. I'm like, you know what, why not take a break on my bed? Weekdays, I hardly ever go on my bed because I know that it will make me feel less active. But it's the weekend, so why not do that? I will just be back and then we'll just finish all the blog stuff. Done. I'm gonna get brunch very soon. I did post on my Instagram story on this one that I'm coming back to YouTube, and I kind of talked about on there briefly how I'm scared to even share the link to my channel because of my past videos. I don't find them, I mean, it's cringy for me because it's me, you know, and I know that it's probably just me because I've watched other people's videos and they say that they think it's cringe when they watch it, so I don't think other people will think it's cringe, but if they do, it's fine. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get some brunch. I think I'm gonna save money and just cook myself a nice breakfast. I think I'm gonna cook, I don't know, could go to the cafe, get a free coffee. I don't know. I have lots of food in the fridge. I'm gonna definitely have some eggs and some hash brown. Yeah, I'm gonna have eggs and hash brown. So like I live in a dorm, so I don't have a stove because it's a kitchenette, and I appreciate the fact that I have this space. Okay, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I just feel like it's a bit too small to fit everything. Here's what I mean. So the sink is here. My main cooking, because there's no stove here, my main appliances to cook is my air fryer and the sandwich maker. So for the eggs, I use the sandwich maker to cook the eggs, and for everything else, I cook in the air fryer. I like to think that I'm good at cooking, but I'm just really terrible at the presentation. So I made 3 hash browns, kind of messed up the egg, but you know, egg is still egg, it will still taste good. I saved money on brunch today, so. Besides, I'm gonna be spending money later on groceries, and I'm gonna be spending money later on my self-date, so.
Now it's time to wash some dishes and get onto my meal planning. So when I do my meal planning, I just like to look at the fridge just to see some of the leftover food that I have, and I have lots of leftover food, so there's less things that I need to do for grocery shopping. So I will create my meal plan, and then I will create my shopping list for groceries. So now we're gonna head off and do some of my groceries.
So I'm thinking that I'm just gonna go back home and come back. If the parking is full, that means the mall is gonna be full, and that means the store is gonna be full, and that means the lines are gonna be long. So I will just come back later. So basically, this weekly reset, how it summed up is that it helps me reset my week. So what I usually do is that I plan my schedule, I create my to-do list, I organize what I need to organize for the week ahead, because I find that doing things now on a Sunday will help me save time throughout the week. So I'm just gonna get that done, and I'm gonna walk you through the steps of my weekly reset routine. Okay, basically these are all the steps that I do. I don't necessarily do them in that order, but these are all the things that I do during my weekly reset. And I actually have a free mini guide for the weekly reset and a checklist that is for free, that's available on my blog, and I will be in the link in the bio, so you can check it out there. This is my weekly reset checklist on Notion. My list is like a lot more complex, but that's why I simplified it in the weekly reset mini guide and the weekly reset checklist. So these are all the things that I personally do. Like, I still do the things that are in the checklist, but I added a few things of my own. So the first thing that I feel like doing is my Google Calendar, so planning my schedule. So I'm gonna do that first. I feel like my week is going to be those are the stuff that I'm gonna bring with me to groceries later. I feel like, yeah, this week is gonna be quite a bit of a busy one, but a productive one. So I'm gonna just arrange all of that, and just to make sure that I'm not overcommitting and that I still have some room for the things that I need to do and want to do. Okay, so this is all done. So what I'm gonna do next is I actually want to do this part next. I find that doing those weekly tasks that include the constant reflecting helps me so much, because it helps me to be really self-aware on kind of like what I'm doing. Because like, if you're not self-aware, then it's kind of hard to figure out what you need to do to improve and get closer to your goals. So that's a little bit of a reason why that I do. So the next thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to also reflect on my week. So I have two types of reflection that I do. The one for the personal growth side of things, and that's what I like to do in my Sunday self-days, which you'll see a little bit more of that later. And then the second reflection that I like to do is the things on the professional level. So I have uni, when I have work, when I have my blog. So those are the kind of reflections, the two kind of reflections that I do this week. So the ones that I'm going to do right now is the reflection for professionals. And if you hear the thing like with reflecting, it may sound like it's like a big task that you need to do, like you need to write tons and tons of things, but no, like reflecting can be as simple as like one sentence on what you need to do to get better. So let's say, for example, my blog. So for my blog, I just need to write one sentence on what I can do to improve for the next week. What I'm just gonna do to improve for the next week is that I'm just gonna add new resources to my free resource library. So I'm gonna add that. If you don't know, it was my blog's 2nd year anniversary. So in dedication for that, I added new resources to the free resource library. So you can actually access the free resource library. It will be in the link below, and you can figure out how you can sign up for that. It contains a bunch of free resources, including the weekly reset mini guide that I'm doing today here. So I'm just gonna do the rest of these reflections here. So this is completed. This brain dump is basically when you just write down the list of things that are in your head right now, on things that you need to do, that you have to do, anything that's on your mind basically. And this is a time where you can just categorize it into things that you need to get, that you should do right now, things that you can do later on in the week, and things that you can put on hold. And I find that when you do a brain dump getting those things out of your way, it clears your mind so much. It just prevents your mind from just going crazy over like the things that you're worried that you're gonna forget. You know, I use Notion for literally everything, and even for my brain dump. These are the things that I brain dump throughout this week. So you can either do the brain dump throughout the week. So throughout the week, whenever something pops into my mind, I put it into the brain dump Notion. So I have the Notion app on my phone, so I just put all the brain dump things that just pop into my mind so I don't forget it. And then during a weekly reset time, like this one right now, I'm taking the time to look through the things and categorize them. And yeah, because I did that brain dump throughout the week, I don't have to have like a 5-minute session listing down all the things that's on my mind, because I think that my mind is like perfectly clear of clutter because of that. I find that a lot of the things that I brain dump used to be typically blog post ideas, so I put a category for that. And obviously I'm not going to act on it right now because, you know, I have my blog post plan already, and then blog ideas, and then like a bunch of random things that you saw just there. Those are the things that fell into this category, and there's nothing this week that I had put in the brain dump that I need to get done during this week. Okay, and now the other thing that I do in the weekly reset that's going along in this checklist is the finance checkup. And to be honest, this is my least favorite thing on this reset routine, but it's one of those things that if you don't get it done, there will be consequences. This is the bare minimum that you can do that can make a big difference, and that's just checking your bank account balance. Checking your bank account balance and checking the things that you have spent in the week. And then if you want to go a little bit extra and be more responsible with your money, add creating a budget or creating a spending plan onto that. But that's something that I do every month with my monthly, what was I gonna say with that? Let's do. So I like doing it once a month rather than once a week. But regardless, every week I'm still checking my bank account balance just to check the things, if there's anything suspicious there, like, you know, the technical, if someone had took your card kind of thing, and also just to double check, you know, that your bank account balance is all good. I need my phone for this, and I'm filming on my phone, so. Okay, I'm not gonna show the whole screen for obvious reasons, but the next part is clearing out my spaces, both my digital spaces and my physical spaces. So first, let's go with the digital spaces. So I am on my email right now, and for obvious reasons, I'm not going to show the entire screen for that. To be honest with you, I have not checked my email in a week because it was on holiday and I did not check my email. And then when I got back, I still did not check my email. So most of the email has been junk, and I've only really opened the emails that are important. So that's why I have so many unread emails. We're so close to finishing this weekly reset thing, and then hopefully when I go back to the mall today to do my groceries, it's not going to be as packed as it was. I'm going to stick my meal plan and cleaning plan up here so I can easily see it. Messy writing, please ignore it. And I'm just gonna clear up my spaces. So the one last thing that I'm gonna get done before I go back to the mall, and hopefully it's not as crowded as it was, is to plan my outfits for the week so I can save time throughout the week. So let's just see what we've got here. I really love the skirt that I'm wearing right now. I'm gonna wear it again tomorrow, but I guess I just need to find a shirt. I think I will go with, I'm actually gonna go with this outfit. With this is my favorite top. Let's try this grocery thing again. We found parking! It's not, I mean, it's still not, there's still a lot of people, but it's not as super crowded as it was when I went earlier. So, I mean, I found a parking spot. I might look like a weirdo because I have a trolley and the only thing I got is one item. I would have had more, but the thing that I was going to get is out of stock, so I have to go to the store. So this is the only item I got in this store. Went to a second store, got a couple of more items. The lines aren't as long as it would have if I went earlier in the day, but yeah. Got one more grocery store to go to. Grocery store number 3, I only really got 2 items. So, but it's all that is done. The only downside of doing groceries later on a Sunday is that there'll be things out of stock, and I find that I had to go to 3 different grocery stores to go and find it. But it's all good. We got what we needed. this is all done. Yay. The only things I have left are these things, but I like to do my weekly reflection while I'm doing my Sunday self-day. I spent the last hour lying in bed doing nothing. I was playing on my DS, but then the DS, the battery ran out, so I left it to charge. But now I am feeling really hungry and it's time to go on a self-date, but I don't know where I want to go just yet. That it was storming, like I was hearing the thunder, so I'm gonna predict that it's gonna rain, so I'm gonna wear this. This is like my go-to jacket for literally every time I think that it's gonna rain or I see that it's gonna rain. Let's go.
As predicted, it was raining and I took forever to find a place to eat because I just couldn't decide what to eat, but I ultimately decided on this. It was really good, by the way, and yeah, did my weekly reflection. I did a spontaneous trip to the Asian store and got something.
I'm finally home. I got this from the Asian store. I never had it before, but the picture looks good, so hopefully it tastes as good as it looks. I'm going to be watching some Netflix and I'm going to be playing on the DS for the rest of the night. There's going to be a big week ahead and I'm actually going to vlog that too. So make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss out on that vlog. So I'm excited to get back into YouTube again and start doing vlogs, which is something that I was kind of like my favorite kind of videos to do. So I'm looking forward to that. And if you did like this video, like it. Please. I do it for you. Okay.